Okay, Grandmommy, what is your connection to America?
My family has been here almost since the beginning of America. I'm a member of the Daughters of the American Revolution, and I'm also eligible to belong to Colonial Dames and the Daughters of the Confederacy. I have many ancestors who were in the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, the War of 1812.
The first person that we know of who came over, his name was Thomas Ligon. He was 16 years old when he came from England in 1640 or 1641. His cousin, William Berkeley, had been appointed by King Charles I as the royal governor of Virginia. So he came over to help him. And when I was doing a little bit more research on him, I found out that he is actually a descendant of William the Conqueror and Charlemagne, who was the Holy Roman Emperor and King of France. And later on, they settled they were in Jamestown, Virginia. And one of his descendants, Martha Patsy Mosley, married Joseph Calhoun. Joseph Calhoun's family had immigrated from Ireland in 1733, and Joseph Calhoun was a colonel in the Revolutionary War. He became a member of the U.S. Congress, and his cousin John C. Calhoun became a vice president of the United States. Then I've got Peter Tondy, who his father immigrated from France into England. His name originally was Pierre Tondu. He moved to England and changed his name to Peter Tondy. He left France because of religious persecution. He was a French Huguenot. They immigrated in 1733 when Peter was 10 years old on the ship the James to join James Oglethorpe in the new colony of Georgia. He was orphaned shortly thereafter and eventually went to live in an orphanage. He trained to be a carpenter, and eventually he became a tavern owner. His tavern was called Tondy's Tavern. Here's a picture of him, and that is where the Sons of Liberty met, and they helped do a lot of things in the Revolutionary time, and there was actually a Liberty pole built right in front of his tavern. And we have many relatives who were in the Revolutionary War and the Civil War, War of 1812.
Is that good?
Uh-huh. You're going to tell me about
All right.
in the Daughters in the museum.
What are you going to say?
Also, in the museum of the DAR Constitution Hall, there is a replication of his tavern, the long room of his tavern where the patriots met to help decide things for the future of America. He actually died in 1775, so he never got to see independence.
Can I ask her the other one? What was life like when you grew up, and what did your parents do?
I grew up outside a small town of Cedartown, Georgia. It was a great time to grow up in the 40s and 50s. My daddy was a machinist, and my mother managed a credit bureau.